Picture this. A young man named Mark walks into his cousin's wedding in Lagos wearing a suit he rented, stiff, boring, the kind of outfit that makes you disappear into the crowd. Nobody looks at him twice. Fast forward 1 year. Same wedding season, different cousin's wedding. Mark walks in again, but this time in a deep royal blue senator, tailored so sharp it looks like the fabric was poured onto his body. The room stops. Andes are pointing. Someone's uncle asks who his tailor is in the middle of the Owambe. That, my friends, is the power of blue senator wear. And today we're breaking down exactly why this color is dominating 2026. Welcome back to Fashion Style Home, your home for everything elegant, timeless, and unapologetically African. If this is your first time here, hi, we're obsessed with African fashion, and you're about to be too. Before we go further, tap that like button right now and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. Lagos? London? Houston? Accra? We want to see how far this blue wave has traveled. Now, let's get into it. Here's a secret the fashion world doesn't want you to know. For years, blue was considered the safe color. Navy suits, corporate blue, boring blue, the color you wear when you don't want to be noticed. But something happened on the streets of Lagos, in the ateliers of Accra, and in the tailoring shops of London's African diaspora community. Designers got tired of blue playing it safe. They took the calm, the royalty, the depth of blue, and fused it with the boldness of senator wear. And just like that, blue stopped hiding. It started commanding rooms. But let's rewind, because this story has a twist nobody saw coming. A few seasons ago, blue senator wear almost didn't happen. Picture this. A small design house in ABA was preparing a collection for a major fashion showcase. Their signature color? Deep wine red, bold, safe, expected to sell. Then, 2 weeks before the show, their lead designer had a dream. Literally a dream. She said she saw a king walking through a marketplace, dressed head to toe in a blue so rich it looked like it was cut from the night sky itself, embroidered with silver thread that caught the light like stars. She woke up, scrapped half the red collection, and told her team, "We're going blue." Her team thought she'd lost her mind. Investors were nervous. The fabric supplier didn't even have enough of the exact shade she wanted, so they had to custom dye it themselves, working through the night, testing over a dozen batches before getting it right. The show almost fell apart. But when that first model walked out in that midnight blue senator, embroidery catching the stage lights, the entire room went silent and then erupted. Buyers who came for red left asking for blue. That single risky decision didn't just save the collection. It sparked what we now call the blue senator movement of 2026. That's the thing about African fashion. It's never just cloth. It's risk. It's instinct. It's a designer trusting a feeling over a spreadsheet, and the culture rewarding that courage. So what makes blue senator wear specifically the design to watch this year? Let's break it down, and trust me, there are some details that might surprise you. First, the psychology of the color. Blue has always been linked to royalty, wisdom, and calm authority across many African societies. Certain deep blue dyes, like indigo, were historically expensive and labor-intensive to produce, which meant only those of high status could afford large quantities of blue cloth. So when a man walks into an Owambe today in a rich blue senator, whether he knows it or not, he's channeling centuries of association with nobility. That's not just fashion. That's inherited power, stitched into fabric. Second, the versatility twist nobody talks about. Unlike white, which can feel overly formal, or black, which can feel heavy for daytime events, blue senator sits in this perfect middle ground. It works for a Sunday service, a business meeting, an Owambe, even a casual Friday at the office if you style it right. Designers this year are playing with multiple shades, from a soft powder blue for daytime elegance, to a bold cobalt for evening drama, to that deep midnight blue we mentioned earlier for the ultimate showstopper moment. Third, and here's where it gets interesting, the embroidery details in 2026 blue senator designs are telling stories. Some designers are incorporating silver and gold thread work that mimics constellations, a direct nod to that king under the night sky story we just shared. Others are pairing blue with contrasting aso-oke trims in gold or white, creating a royal meets modern aesthetic that photographs beautifully, which, let's be honest, matters a lot in the Instagram era. Now here's a plot twist even we didn't expect when researching this collection. You'd think the loudest demand for blue senator would come from Nigeria, right? Wrong. Some of the highest search interest and custom orders this year have been coming from the diaspora, young African professionals in London, Houston, and Toronto who are using blue senator as a quiet but powerful statement of identity. In corporate spaces where they can't always show up in bright ankara prints, blue senator give them a way to say, I am African and I am proud without saying a single word. Because let's be real, blue reads as sophisticated even to eyes that don't understand the cultural weight behind it. It's a Trojan horse of heritage, walking straight into boardrooms. Before we continue, quick reminder. If you're enjoying this breakdown, smash that like button and comment below with your favorite shade of blue. Powder blue? Cobalt? Midnight blue? We're genuinely curious which one you'd rock. Now let's talk about why the world, not just Africa, should be paying attention to this movement, because this isn't just about looking good. It's bigger than that. Cultural diversity and appreciation. Every piece of blue senator tells a story of heritage, craftsmanship, and identity. When someone outside the culture chooses to wear it respectfully and with understanding, it becomes a bridge. Fashion becomes the language that connects people who might never have spoken otherwise. Uniqueness and originality. Let's be honest, mainstream fashion can get repetitive. Same cuts, same silhouettes, recycled trends every few years. Blue senator refuses to blend in. The embroidery, the tailoring, the color depth, it's fashion with a voice, not fashion on mute. Sustainability and craftsmanship. Remember that story about the design house hand-dyeing fabric through the night to get the perfect shade of blue? That's not unusual. Many African designers still rely on small batch production, natural dyeing techniques, and meticulous handwork rather than mass production. When you support this movement, you're not just buying a shirt, you're funding artistry that takes hours, sometimes days, to perfect. So here's the real question we want to leave you with. Is blue senator just a passing trend, or are we witnessing the birth of a new fashion classic? One that future generations will look back on the way we look back on the golden age of agbada in African fashion history? We think we already know the answer, but we want to hear your take. Before you go, if this video opened your eyes to something new, do 3 things for us. Like this video, because it genuinely helps more people discover African fashion stories like this one. Comment below and tell us, Team Powder Blue, Cobalt, or Midnight Blue. And subscribe to Fashion Style Home, because next week, we're pulling back the curtain on the design house that started this whole movement. The untold story of the dream, the risk, and the collection that almost didn't happen. Thank you for spending this time with us. Until next time, stay bold, stay elegant, and never underestimate the power of a well-tailored story, stitched in blue.